it should work now. Okay, hello, my name is Khaled, and I will be presenting to you. First, we're gonna start with this video, and yeah, if we have any questions after the video, just let us know.
So,
Yes. Okay, here we go.
hi, welcome to our webinar. Today, we're talking about our new reports or modern reports. Some of you might ask, why are we switching to these reports? The reason is the modern reports can handle larger set of data, and the other reason is the old reports are no longer supported. So we wanted to switch to something that is more supported and more powerful. So that's the main reason we switch. And we made more changes as we go to make it easier and more user-friendly for all the users. So before we start, I would like to just address the menu. So the new menu, if you notice, it has been updated recently. And now all the reports are under one item, this report item. And you can see the farm reports, user reports, and you can see here the report manager, report map, and you can see quick links to create new reports. We separated all the new reports by name, so we have animal event, test day, parlor, and bulk tank. If you're trying to find a report, I would advise to go to report map, which has all the reports saved in here. These are pre-built reports that will save you some time. So just go there and find your reports if you are looking for a certain report. Easier way to do it also, if you go here, go to the search and type the name of the report. For example, if you type conception, you can find all the reports that start with conception or has the word conception in the description. All right. So if you open one of these reports again, you click on the reports, you find here is your report, and then you open them. So I have an animal report that is open here, and you can see first thing that you will notice that if this is a default report, the side menu will be expanded because we expect you to make changes to that report. So the side menu is right there. If the report is already saved, when you open it, it will be collapsed like this. Okay. So when it collapses, you can still have access to most of the options. Like if you want a CSV or PDF, if you want to save the report, it's always available to you with one click to get your options. Uh, when you need to do more with some of the options are more like difficult to deal with one click. So for example, the report date or the event types or the filters. So when you click on any of them, it will automatically expand the side menu and you can adjust your report date or you can adjust your filters. I'm gonna go back to the animal report here that I had open. Again, any animal report you open the date will be set for today. And if it and basically instead of some users will switch the session date here, I would advise against it. I would just go here and change the report date. So if you go here, let's take a look at this animal, for example, 998, still 11 days of milk. Switch the date to yesterday. The report will refresh automatically. You can see here the days in milk changed to 10. All right. The filters, again, you can open the filter here and you can add your filters. Can choose between equal and does not equal. All these options are available for you. You can have and or, and then you can delete a filter. You can collapse the whole thing right there. So that is simple enough, I guess. Uh, let's talk about adding an item. So again, you can, it says here, add a column. So if you know the shortcut or the short name, you can just type that short name. So here, days/spread, DSLB, click on it and add it. Let's assume you do not know the shortcut. You can click on the plus sign and type the whole name. For example, days carrying calf, it's DCC, but if you don't know what is DCC, you can type days carrying cap, and you can have the item here. Double click on it or enter, and it will, or click tab, and it will open for you. All right. Um, Again, there is more advanced options here. So if you don't find your item, click on the search advanced item, you might find it in there. All right. I'm going to collapse this and I'm going to explore some of the options that you can see in here. Here, this three dots thing is the share button. So if you click on it, it will generate a link for you. So this link is useful if you want to send it to a consultant or you want to send it to our support. If you have a problem with any of your reports, click on the link and send us the link. And that will make it easier for whoever you're talking to understand what you're looking at and see your data. All right, here this is this little orange circle here will give you a link to a KB article on Bovi-Insight Modern, and you can see all the different options, thing that I'm talking about right now. All right. So what else can you do from a report? So you can enter an event directly from a report. So you click here, click enter event. That will take you to the enter event page. You can select multiple cows, and this grid, it acts exactly like an Excel sheet. So if you hold the control key and select this box, for example, it will, sorry, shift key, it will select everything in between. You click enter event, it will open this page and you can enter your event. Uh, okay, what else can you do from here? If you click on this drop down, you can open animal pages from here. So if I click this, it will open, you can see all the animal pages. Okay, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go back to my animal report. All right. And just in case you didn't see all the tabs open, sometime the browser will block it and you can see a message show up in here in the navigator here, and you just make sure to allow it to open multiple pages or multiple tabs. All right. What else can you do in the report? So what one of my favorite thing with the new report is how easy it is to group. So you can do it by clicking on the three dots here. You can see your options. You can do group by pin. However, now it's easier to just click and grab and just do it like this. Okay. And if you want to grab, you want to do another grouping, for example, let's add repro. All right. You can add it like this and you can switch between which one comes first as easy as this. Okay. You want to delete the grouping, just click on the X and it's gone. All right, you can sort up and down, ascending, descending. You can, if you are grouping, you can, for example, like here, uh, this is the average. You can change that aggregation value or value aggregation, and you can change it to whatever you want in here. You can pin a column. For example, you can pin this to the left, and you can unpin again. Um, Again, these are some of the things that you can do with uh, modern. One of the things I like to do is to, or it's really useful for me, is the quick filters. So for example, you can do equal 13 and give you pin 13. You can also, with the quick filter, do uh, not equal, for example, red. And you can see here it already filtered 154, right? Just be aware that this is case sensitive. So if you type bread like this, it will not filter. Okay. One of the cool things about Modern is the ability to do pivot tables, right? I'm not gonna go into details about this. Uh, but this is how you get to pivot table, and you can switch to pivot mode, and then you can do your tables. All right. Let's move on. What else we have? We have different type of reports. So as we discussed, we have an event report, test day report, powder report, bulk tank, all this kind of stuff. One of the things that we did recently is to allow the user to identify the report visually by these new icons, so it can be easier for you to know which report you're open. If you go to the event report, it has this list, and by default, when you open it, you select the events that you want, and you select your range of days, and usually it's 90 days in the past, and it stops at today. Again, you can switch this at any time. If you want to switch to a show report, you can do this, and that automatically will change it to 180 days in the past and 30 days in the future. All right. Again, same things, nothing different than the animal report. One thing that I like to see or explain is the at event. So let's try to go a little bit in the past here, because this is, you can probably tell it's not an actual farm, so the data might be old. So if you want to add an item here, you can add days in milk, for example, which will give you the current days in milk. However, what if I want to know the days in milk for when that event happened? So you click here and you do days in milk, and by default will give you the current add the current value. But you drop down, will give you add at event, right? And it will visually, this is an improvement from the first insight, which is you can tell this item is at event. Uh, and this will change with every report type. For example, if you go to the test day report, and if you add days in milk at event, to in this case will be days in milk at this day. Okay, I hope this is clear. All right. What else can we talk about? So again, I mentioned the report manager. Report manager is right here, and it contains all your reports, and you can always move the reports up and down, reorder them, delete them, edit them, add description, add abbreviation. All of your reports are here, and whatever, when you switch it up in there, it will change in here in the menu. One last thing that is really unique about modern is the graphs. So I'm not gonna go into a lot of details on the graphs here, but I might try to just create a simple graph to just show you the um, like the outlay of the graphs. So let's just do a simple group in here. Let's switch the charts, and here is the option for the charts. Click on it, edit charts. You can choose the type of the chart. So we're going to do a bar chart, and as easy as just clicking on this will make it disappear, and you can have a lot of chart types. The data is here that you can do, switch things, add things, and the format also will give you tons of options to change every single thing in that chart. As you can see here, you can literally change every single uh, visual with the chart. So this is one of the really nice improvement in the charts. And again, with like we have pivot tables. I again with this farm don't have much data, so just to give you an example of how it would look like. So this is an example of a pivot table for milk. As you can see, it's very nice looking, I guess. But yes, generally, yeah, this is pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Um, Let me know if you have any questions or concern. If you wanted any training, we can discuss this. Thank you very much, and have a good day.